Well, more educated constituents and on the retail side that can get the message out, because at the end of the day, the Elizabeth Warrens or the Genslers, they report and they listen to, they listen to the
people.
pulse, the people.
Yeah.
And if more people say, hey, what are you doing wasting my time profiting yourself and making these deals to regulate someone when I'm really being hit hard over here on this other side? This is what's costing me. Again,
Yeah.
you're demanding answers from Binance CEO. It's like, what are you doing? Wasting your time going after a small company, Binance US. I mean, I guess we'll find out, but your company's apparent, I mean, she's a lawyer, I think, so she knows that this is almost a meaningless statement, but your company's apparent attempts at evading the enforcement of anti-money law. I would be like, well, first of all, can you please put forward what attempts? Not claim my apparent attempts, but do you have any proof? I would be happy to stop all of these anti-money laundering. I'm not aware of any of them doing it. If you could please provide the evidence to put forth of these attempts that I am doing it, or that I've attempted to do it, I'd be happy to know. And I think that's what he's come out and stated, that he hasn't been doing anything he's accused of, and it's just kind of clickbait. But the idea is that if you look at who is involved in Binance, like the amount of money that goes through there, in what industries, what institutions, what people are involved, who is she out there protecting? I mean, I don't know the answer. I'm not looking for an answer. I'm just, is this really where the problem is? Is this where America needs you? Is this where the financial system needs you? What service are you providing, Senator Warren? I mean, who are you protecting? Because at the end of the day, Binance is nothing more than an exchange, an intermediary that's allowed people to have access to these new technologies, these new cryptocurrencies. They're one of the few. They're one of, like, Coinbases or others. And are they being attacked because they're not, Binance isn't owned and run by a U.S. corporation? Gemini, Kraken, and Coinbase are businesses that are U.S. based. Is this an attack because it's not U.S. based, and some type of protectionism, or I don't know.
It's hard to say. Yeah, I tend to think it's probably not that so much as it is just, shutting down what they consider to be another popular exchange that offers what they deem to be a security. And but then again, there could be a geopolitical element to it that I'm just not privy to.
Okay, so she lists demands. Please provide copies of all Binance and Binance subsidiary balance sheets from 20. See, part of it is almost, what authority do you have to disclose the financial information of other people that are involved in Binance without a court order, like without there being proof that there is fraud or something going on? Do you get to just go say, I think that you're a fraudulent, so I want to see all your books now? It's like, don't you need to have some type of evidence or proof of fraud and then want to see the books of those engagements? Because there may be a lot of companies or industries right now that would prefer not to have Elizabeth Warren look at their involvement with Binance or other companies. And it could not be because they're involved in any nefarious. They just would prefer not to have their private dealings or their business looked at. So is she in a position to make all these demands? Are they
Right.
Are they helpful?
Well, we'll find out.
U.S. based, provide an estimate of the number and percentage of U.S. based Binance users during the fiscal quarter between 2017 and the present, a number and percentage of U.S. based Binance users. It's interesting because you look at how many people are used. What a number to know. What if the number is like 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000? And that's it. just so you know, if you're in the US, that's what your senator's after. Just so you know, she's out there to make sure that this company that has this many clients, when you've got other stocks or companies that probably have multiple amount of clients or exposed to so many more people being at risk to losing money. But for some reason, these 1,500, 2,000, I'm making up a number, whatever the number is, of these US based Binance users, we need to know the size. It's just, here we go. I guess this is what this what it really all comes down to?
I think so.
Yeah,
the know your customer stuff.
Copies of all AML and counterfeiting know your customer policies and procedures used by Binance and subsidiaries and Binance as well. So this, I settlement in blockchain and Bitcoin was originally something that anyone anywhere around the world could have easy access to, even if they didn't have access to those normal AML, KYC infrastructures and banking institutions. You did not have to have a passport. You did not have to have a driver's license. There was somebody in this part of the world who would still be able to participate in the same network and without having those criteria. And now we're seeing say, well, unless you provide this criteria, we're going to penalize, or you're not allowed to participate. And it's a shame. It's a bummer because there's a big change. It's almost a 180, and there are still many disenfranchised banking the unbanked. There are still many people around the world outside of the US and your recording and your policies. The reality, here's the reality. Most people in the US don't care or don't know anything about Bitcoin or blockchain. That's the reality. And you go to places in Africa where right now they're determining the price of bread and milk. They call it by Satoshis because they're so intimately familiar with the value of Bitcoin. They use it in their day-to-day life. So, the truth is that this is a technology that's benefiting many people in the world right now, around the world, that don't have access to the wonderful, developed, modern banking institutions that the US has. And yet, for some reason, all this energy and resources being devoted to regulating or fining or attacking the small amount of US-based users or the small amount of industries that are allowing access into crypto. And you look at whether it's the India call center scams or global fraud, corporate fraud, other areas that is costing the economy billions, trillions of dollars, and is more of a threat. I would say the way regulators are approaching crypto and pretending that it's a big financial risk, the best analogy would be this. It is that if you're in a boat and there's a water maker that gives you fresh water, it holds up to 30 gallons, okay? And there's a leak in the water maker. Now, this water maker is cryptocurrency, all right? And the ocean is the traditional financial system. That's the shadow banking, that's the derivatives, that's the student loans, that's the subprime mortgage, that's all of the debt and the printing of the money that you can come up with in the global economy outside of crypto. That's the ocean. And you've got this new development that allows people to have this great fresh water in the boat. This is awesome. New blockchain development. This is going to revolutionize how far we can go. Now we can drink fresh water and go along. This is the new tech. Well, there's a leak somewhere in this new water maker that's letting out slowly, maybe some of the 30 gallons. And you're having people come out and scream that we need oversight and regulation on this water maker. Meanwhile, you've got a hole, a gaping hole that people know about in the hull of the boat, where water is just rushing in from the traditional fund. There's all of the risk, the contagions that exist outside. Now, people are regulating, they've been securing it, they've been dumping out buckets, they know it's there, they've been dealing with it, it's part of this boat. We got a hole in it, we know that there's going to be fraud, we know that there's going to be counterfeit, we know that there's going to be scams, we know that that's why we've got regulators, that's why we've got all these institutions. And yet when that should still be the focus, because that's where the biggest risk is. You've got this new technology, this new great water maker that's making life better, it's making life easier, that's allowing for new opportunities. And you've got some people coming out and saying, whoa, 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 did you notice this leak in the water maker? Well, we better determine who's allowed to drink from the water maker, who's allowed to use the water maker. And meanwhile, you've got, all this, water flooding the boat. So
The ocean.
I don't know,
Still,
the ocean's coming in, and that's the size of the traditional financial contagions. They're a lot larger than any risk associated with this new emerging crypto market. And the idea that people are screaming and worried about the crypto market shows a lack of understanding to the risks that are actually out there. It's kind of silly, but you can get measurements, metrics. This is how large all of decentralized finance, obviously it's gone down a little bit of late, but a total value locked of 48, not 480 billion, not 4.8 trillion or 48 billion. Of course, these are inflated numbers because all of crypto market is highly, highly inflated right now. But this is all of the DeFi market experimenting. So again, this whole thing could blow up, collapse tomorrow, and you would see not a peep from the traditional market at large. Hope you enjoyed that clip. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscription, notification bell if you want to get the latest drops. Of course, all of this is educational, entertainment information to help you in your journey, learning more about blockchain and how to participate. None of this is financial advice, investment advice. However, if you'd like to learn more about blockchain and crypto, we've got plenty of videos and playlists as well that walk you through DeFi tutorials, how to get involved. And if you'd like some more one-on-one help, check out our website, wisebeyondbitcoin.com. We've got plenty of free resources for you to scroll through and check out in your journey, your blockchain crypto journey. Of course, you can also drop us a line. Let us know what you'd like to learn about. Time is money. Knowledge is power. Benefit from our experience. Let us know what you'd like to learn more about. We'd be happy to help you. Until the next time, have a beautiful day. Namaste, y'all.